What is going on, guys? Mills are bringing you some fire content on the Fire Dad 18 channel. Got our glasses on, and in today's vid, we're going to be doing the roster update that has just come out today on the same day as my predictions. We're going to see if any of those were right or any of those were wrong. So let's get started right now, starting off with our starting pitchers. So let's go off to there. Jacob DeGrom gets a 95 overall upgrade increase. He gets +7 in his hits per 9, +3 in his K per 9, and +3 in his walks per 9, leading up to a 95 overall, suddenly increasing his prestige as a pitcher. Very impressive for a live series card like this. He's becoming one of the better pitchers in this game by far. Moving on now, Gerkle doesn't go up or down really, stays. Max Scherzer, he climbs up to the 90 overall zone. Now BR is kind of fucked right now with the rewards now and all that, because Max Scherzer is now at 12. Now he's at a 12 win. He could be a 9-12 win now. So he's gotten up with +3 in hit per 9 and +1 in K per 9 with a 5-4 record and a 2.22 ERA contributing to it. Moving on, Corbin Burns. He's a diamond, obviously, but now he's an 88 diamond. Hit per 9 goes up +8. K per 9 and walk per 9 go up +3 and +2. Going on to Brandon Woodruff. 87 overall. Gets a +4 in his hits per 9, +2 in his Ks per 9, and +1 in his walks per 9. Absolutely incredible stats. Most pitchers stayed the same in this update. Nothing too crazy on the first page. Let's go to the second page. Walker Buehler goes up to an 86. Gets increases in his stamina, hit per 9, -3 K per 9, +1 in his walks per 9. And Kevin Gausman, the guy we predicted to go diamond, did. So he went up to an 85 overall. As he got +3 in stamina, K per 9, walk per 9, and +8 in his hits per 9. So, like I said, he's been pitching so well that I thought he would deserve it, and he finally got it. So, a new diamond in us in Kevin Gausman. But wait, that's not the only diamond. Tyler Glasnow is a diamond now. He gets a +7 in his stamina, +4 in his hits per 9, +2 in his Ks per 9, and +3 in his walks per 9. That's what happens when you stay healthy, guys. You get to achieve diamonds like this. Tyler Glasnow, well deserved. Lance Lynn, he finally makes the climb to diamond after so long. +4 in that hits per 9. It was a long time coming, but it finally happened. Good for you. Joe Musgrove goes up to an 84, the first no-no of the year. +3 in hit per 9, +1 K per 9. Zach Wheeler goes up to a borderline gold. +6 K per 9 being the biggest contributor there. Moving on now to Shohei Ohtani. Gets a +6 in his... He gets a lot of upgrades. Jesus. +74 in break per 9, +37 velo, +17 control, 15 homer per 9, +3 K per 9, +6 hits per 9. Wow, crazy upgrade there. Carlos Rodon goes up to an 83. Gets upgrades in hit per 9, K per 9, walk per 9, and home run per 9. Go down to the biggest downgrades and upgrades here. Steven Strasberg's now a gold, so not having a good year. He does get a -3 in his K per 9 and a -5 in his walks per 9. Freddie Peralta goes up to an 83, gets a +8 in hit per 9. Aaron Nola goes down to an 83, I'm afraid. So he was a diamond at one point, now he's dropping like flies out here with these diamond drops. 82 overall, Dinelson Lamet is now 82, -7 in stamina, -8 in hit per 9 being the key factors there, destroying his overall. Moving on to Urias, he stays. John Means goes up to an 82, +2 in the hit per 9 and +2 in the walk per 9. Slight upgrade there. Hyunjin Ryu gets a slight downgrade in that hit per 9. Jose Rios, the awesome guy, he gets +2 in walk per 9 and he stays. So, hey, at least he ain't a silver. Go on the next page. Two new golds here as we got Chris Bassett and Robbie Ray going up. Robbie Ray being a big upgrade in his walks per 9 being key factor. He always was a silver for so long. Nice to see he's a gold. Sandy Alcantara makes the climb, +4 in his walks per 9. Max Fried goes down to a silver. He hasn't really had a good year. -4 in the hit per 9, -3 in the K per 9. Very disappointing year to say the least. Pablo Lopez goes up to a 79. Slight upgrades. Rich Hill gets a slight upgrade. Chris Paddock gets a downgrade to 78. Very good looking, man. Dylan Bundy goes down to a 78. Nothing too crazy here. I mean, that's a downgrade. That's a notable downgrade. I'll just say that. Trevor Rogers goes up to a 78. He's had a really good year. His pitching has been especially outstanding. I've seen clips. He's been a great pitcher. +3 in hit per 9, +2 in K per 9, +3 in his walks per 9. So that's how that goes. Going on to Tyler Mahle. I don't know how to say his last name. He got up to a 77, +4 in that hit walk per 9. Going on to Framber Valdez, +2 overall into a 77, +5 in his hits per 9, +2 in K per 9, +4 in walk per 9. Now go on to Yusei Kikuchi. Goes up to a 76 now. Plus 5 in the hits per 9 and plus 4 in the K per 9 being the key factors there. Going on to the next one. Nothing too crazy on the page here. Taijuan Walker gets a slight upgrade up to a staying at a 76. So he's making the climb, man. He's having a good year. He might reach it. We'll see. Moving on to the next one. Eduardo Rodriguez. He goes down again to a 76. He's having not a good year. That's for sure. Kyle Gibson goes up to a 76, 4-0 with a 2.13 ERA. He's been one of the best pitchers for the Rangers right now. Good upgrade there. Domingo German goes up to a 76 overall, plus 5 in the hits per 9, plus 3 in walk per 9, and minus 1 in K per 9. Spencer Turnbull finally reaches silver, plus 5 in the hit per 9, and plus 4 in the walk per 9 being key factors. Along with Luis Garcia going up to silver, plus 3 in the hit per 9, plus 3 in K per 9, plus 3 in walk per 9. Next page. A little bit of stuff happened. We get a couple silver upgrades in. German Marquez finally going back up. He's making a little bit of a comeback as he reaches silver. And Adam Wainwright goes up to silver as well. Plus 1 in the hit per 9, plus 1 in the walk per 9 was enough. Brady Singer on a borderline bronze or silver now. Minus 7 in that hit per 9. Moving on to Casey Weiss goes up to a 74. Plus 6 in the hit per 9 and plus 4 in walks per 9. And Luis Castillo, his disappointing year sadly continues. He's now a bronze. God damn. Moving on, John Gray goes down to a 74. Minus 2 in the K per 9 and walk per 9 being factors here. J.A. Happ goes down to bronze. I was seeing this coming. Minus 7 in his hits per 9, minus 2 in his K per 9, plus 2 in his walks per 9. I saw this coming from a mile away. He hasn't really had a good year. And Jake Arrieta goes down to a 73. I thought he was doing alright. I guess not. Minus 2 in the hit per 9, K per 9, and minus 4 in his walks per 9. Puts him in that position. Tristan McKenzie gets a plus 7 and plus 8 in hits per 9, Ks per 9, proving himself to be a very okay prospect to say the least. And that's really about all the biggest upgrades here. A lot of these are just plus 2s, plus 3s in the bronze area. Dallas Keuchel, guy predicted not go to I mean, I didn't predict this guy. I was thinking about it actually. Glad I didn't. Now he's a 72 with minus 3 in his hits per 9 and minus 5 in his Ks per 9. So moving on to relievers. Devin Williams is an 83 overall gold now. Dang. So he was at Diamond for a bit. I actually pulled him in like that free Diamond pack we got, and I sold him right away. Glad I did. Now he's a gold. Minus 3 in the hit per 9, minus 1 K per 9, minus 8 in the walks per 9. Very big drop there. James Karinchak also goes down to a gold as well. Minus 1 in the hits per 9, minus 6 in the K walks per 9. That's very big downgrades there. He's still good. He's still having a good year, but just recently he hasn't been good. So that's why that happened. Chris Martin stays an 80, plus 10 in the hits per 9, minus 10 K per 9, plus 2 in walks per 9. Trevor May goes down to a silver. Minus 8 in the hits per 9, minus 4 in the K per 9, minus 2 in the walk per 9. Maybe a little less streaming and more time on the pitch. No, that's a soccer term. I mean, on the mound. And perhaps you wouldn't be a gold. You wouldn't be a silver right now. Moving on to Andrew Miller. Minus 7 in the hits per 9, minus 4 in the K per 9. Puts him in a silver now. Wow. Very big rip from Andrew Miller. Ryan Tepera, a guy I predicted going up to silver. I was right about it. Again, he goes up because of that month he had. Plus 8 in the hit per 9, plus 1 in the Ks per 9, and plus 3 in his walks per 9. Puts him up to a very solid silver. Going on to page 2. Daniel Hudson goes up to a silver. Very solid upgrades here. Plus 1 in the hit per 9, plus 4 in Ks per 9, plus 1 in walks per 9. Eric Bummer, he's going down to a 75, minus 5 and 7 being the key factors there in hits per 9 and walks per 9. Scott Barlow going up to a 73, plus 8 in the hits per 9, plus 5 in the Ks per 9. He is not looking too great, but hey, good upgrades. He's been playing a lot better. Pierce Johnson goes up to a 72, plus 5 in the hit per 9, plus 6 in the K per 9, plus 1 in walks per 9. David Price going down to a 72. Sad to see how far he's fallen. Minus 8 in his hits per 9, minus 3 in K per 9, minus 2 in walk per 9. Dylan Floro goes down, 72 overall, minus 1 in the hit per 9, minus 3 in K per 9, minus 3 in walk per 9. And the rest are nobodies. As you can see here, lots of upgrades, lots of downgrades. Biggest upgrade to a 69 overall. Wow. Nick Sandlin really got the meme number here. Plus 21 in the hit per 9, plus 9 in K per 9, and plus 8 in walks per 9. So now moving on to closers. Liam Hendricks goes up to an 87. Minus 10 in the stamina, plus 6 in hit per 9, plus 4 in walk per 9, and minus 1 in K per 9. Push him up. Craig Kimbrell almost near a diamond. Plus 1 in the hit per 9, plus 4 in K per 9, plus 6 in walks per 9. Pushes him up. Edwin Diaz an 83 now. Plus 5 in the walks per 9, minus 2 in K per 9, minus 1 in hit per 9. Still very impressive though, as he's now an 83. Moving on to Raziel Glaciers. He's a 79 overall now, plus 3 in the K per 9 and plus 7 in walks per 9. He's really making a climb to gold. I think he might get it because he was there in the past. And he could do it again if he gets on a good stretch here. Moving on, Shohei Anton, 79 overall now with the plus 7 in hit per 9, plus 5 in K per 9, plus 5 in walks per 9. Big upgrade there. And Ryan Presley's now down to a silver. Having a good year though. Look at those stats, but I guess his hits per 9 and Ks per 9 were not enough to suffice, and now he's a silver. Very depressing to see. Moving on to Jake McGee. He's a 79 overall now. Hits per 9 goes up plus 4. Walks per 9 goes up plus 3 and minus 1 in his Ks per 9. Next page, Mark Malanson goes down to a 76. Downgrades in K per 9 and walk per 9, but an upgrade in hits per 9, but he does still go down to a 76. Brad Hand also goes down to a 76. Minus 2 in the hit per 9, minus 7 in K per 9, and minus 2 in the walks per 9. He's not really having, I guess you could say, a very strong year. I guess as a typical gold lefty reliever. Alex Reyes goes up to a 72. Plus 7 in the hits per 9, plus 6 in K per 9, and minus 2 walk per 9. Emmanuel Clace goes down to a 70, minus 3 in his hits per 9, and minus 4 in his walks per 9. Not really the best of things to see, but you know, it is what it is. And the third page was literally one player with a position change in Cam Hill. Now going on to the hitters, JT stays at an 87, plus 5 in the contact, plus 7 in power v righties, plus 9 in discipline. He stays, nothing too crazy here in the changes. Same with Salvador Perez, gets a similar upgrade downgrade. Yadier Molina goes up to an 82, plus 12 in that contact v lefties, plus 3 in the power v lefties. Pushed him up to an 82 while also having a downgrade in vision a little bit. Moving on to Omar Navares, having a very, or Narvaez, not Navares, Narvaez. He has a plus 11 in contact v righties, plus 6 in power v righties, and a minus 5 in discipline, putting him at a 78 overall. Yan Gomes also hits a 78, plus 8 in the contact v lefties, plus 5 in the power v lefties, plus 2 in vision, minus 6 discipline, and minus 3 in contact. However, drop him to keep him at a 78. Carson Kelly goes down to a 78 as well. He goes to a 78. Plus 10 in his contact v lefties, plus 8 in discipline, minus 6 in contact v righties, and minus 5 in vision. Moving on to the next page. Nothing too crazy here really with this update. A lot of ups and downs though. Not a lot of guys making big progress really for the catchers, but Max Stassi hits silver, so that's cool. I remember him being a Yeti, I think, so good to see. He got upgrades all in contact and power and a minus 5 vision, but still, since he's having a good year, he's going to be rewarded with a silver now. Moving on to Gary Sanchez, however you want to say it. He gets upgrades in contact with righties and lefties, plus 4 in power v lefties, minus 2 vision. Puts him at a bronze, high bronze now, almost near silver. Williams Astudillo, guy I like to see all the time. He always goes up to a 74. Plus 9 in the power v righties, plus 3 in vision. A little bit of downgrades everywhere else and a minus 8 in discipline, but still, he goes up to a 74. Good to see. Kyle Higashioka, the other Yankee, goes down to a 73. Minus 17 contact v righties, plus 19 discipline, and plus 7 in power v lefties. Puts him at a 73. Next page, nothing too crazy in upgrades. Jose Trevino goes up to a 71. Upgrades and downgrades in contact and power v righties and lefties. Martin Maldonado goes down to a 71. Upgrades in contact and power versus lefties. Downgrades in righty stuff and vision. Victor Carantini goes down to a 70 overall. Upgrades in contact v lefties and power v righties, and discipline, but downgrades in contact v righties and vision, put him at a 70. Eric Haas gets a big upgrade to a 70. He's been hitting very solid enough. Huge upgrades in the hitting end. Plus 11, probably the biggest change here. Putting him at a 70 overall. Biggest upgrade from 59, so you probably would have made big profit if you bought this guy. And Kurt Suzuki Price gets the biggest downgrade here to a 70 overall. Downgrades in contact, power, and vision put him at a 70 overall now. Dang, he's fallen off, I guess. Tyler Stevenson goes up to a 70. Plus 10 is power v lefties, plus 4 in vision, and plus 14 discipline are enough to push him up to a 70 overall. And William Contreras, I believe that's Wilson Contreras' brother, goes up to a 68 with upgrades in contact v lefties, power v righties, and power v lefties. So now moving on to first base, Freddie Freeman is an 88 overall now. The only reason I'll celebrate for this is because he is a terrible 12-win reward, so now he's a 9-win. That's good to see. Minus 15 in contact v righties, minus 6 in contact v lefties, plus 4 in power v lefties, and minus 3 in vision, and plus 5 in discipline. I feel so sorry for your Rays fans. I just insulted Freddie Freeman, but I'm telling you, it's good for the BR runs. Moving on to Matt Olsen, he's an 87 overall now. Upgrades in contact, power v lefties, vision, and discipline, but a downgrade in power v righties puts him at an 87. Still very impressive. Vladimir Guerrero continues his climb. +4 in contact v righty, +5 in power v righties, -2 contact v lefties, and +3 discipline. Push him up to an 87. Here's a gold to diamond upgrade right here. Yuli Gurriel going up to an 86. Contact goes up in righties and lefties, upgrades in vision and discipline put him at a diamond now. That is great to see. More for the stubs rather than the actual player himself. Max Muncy staying in 85 overall. Upgrades in contact and power v lefties, downgrades in contact v righties and power v righties, and an upgrade in vision. Keep him at an 85. Jared Walsh, so close to diamond, but not quite there. He gets a -12 in the contact v lefties, +12 in power v lefties, and -2 vision. So I don't really know how he got too much of an upgrade here because the downgrade's far away, but clearly he was close to an 84, so he was able to achieve it. Jose Abreu goes down to an 81 now. Downgrades in contact and power v righties, so that's a little depressing. He was a diamond. Carlos Santana goes down to an 81, -4 in the contact v righties, -3 in power v lefties, +2 in contact v lefties, puts him in that position. Paul Goldschmidt goes down to an 80, -5 in contact v lefties and downgrades in power. Anthony Rizzo goes down to an 80, +10 in contact v lefties and +4 in vision. Everywhere else, however, gets a downgrade, especially clutch. Clutch, really, though. Or discipline, not clutch. Discipline. Sorry, guys. Going on to Rhys Hoskins. Now he's a silver. +4 in contact v lefties, -5 in power v righties, -12 in discipline. So clearly he fell off a little bit, but enough to be a silver now. He's always stuck on silver and gold, though. Albert Pujols goes up to a 74. Very notable name there as he gets upgrades in contact and power v lefties, downgrades in contact v righties and power v righties, but he still goes up to a 74 overall. Pavin Smith goes up to a 72. Upgrades in contact, downgrades in power, +9 vision, however, put him at a 72, so he goes up quite a bit, making the climb to silver. Last page here. We actually see Miguel Sano on this page. Let's start with Matt Beattie, though. Matt Beattie goes up +8 in contact v righties, +2 in power v righties, downgrades in contact and power v lefties, +11 in discipline, puts him at a 71. Miguel Sano gets a big fall off here. Downgrades in contact, -8 contact v righties, -15 contact v lefties, +2 power v righties, -3 vision, and -5 discipline. Wow. Miguel Sano gets quite a downgrade. Is that now downgrades him to a 69. His power's been there, it's just everything else not good. Second base now, one of the biggest positions here. Marcus Simeon goes up to an 84, +7 in contact v righties, +2 in power v righties. Our Lightning player goes up near diamond now. Ozzy Albies, pretty similar position. Upgrades in contact and power v lefties, +2 discipline. Moving on now to Jose Altuve, up to an 83 now. +6 in contact, power v righties, +7 in discipline, -2 in vision. Adam Frazier continues up, 82 now. He gets upgrades in contact and power v lefties, but a downgrade in power v righties. Still, he's making a climb, 82 overall now. Tommy Edman gets position change and goes up as well. +4 in contact v lefties, +3 in power v lefties. Downgrades in contact and power v righties, and upgrade in vision. Colton Wong goes up to an 81. Upgrades in contact v lefties and power v lefties. -3 contact v righties, and a -4 discipline. Page 2. DJ LeMahieu goes down to an 80. So downgrades everywhere. Probably one of the biggest downgrades here, as he's down borderline gold. David Fletcher is officially a silver now. Not a great year for David Fletcher. He hasn't really been able to show off the slugging. Downgrades in power, contact v righties, and discipline. Fletcher God has disappeared this year, but 17 RBIs ain't bad. Brandon Lau, 78 overall. Downgrading contact v lefties, power v lefties, and vision. Everywhere else, however, +5 discipline has been upgraded. Nick Madrigal goes up to a 77. Upgrades in contact and power v lefties. Very impressive. Going up to Jonathan Scope, 77 overall. Upgrades in contact v lefties and righties. Power v lefties also goes up. Vision goes up and discipline goes up +8. Very impressive. Moving on to Jose Perazo, up to a 74 now. Upgrades in power, vision, and discipline in contact v righties, but a -16 contact v lefties. Still, he's a borderline bronze or silver along with Jonathan VR. Making quite a comeback, +5 in the contact and power v righties, contact v lefties, +2 in discipline. Next page, Jerickson Profar down to a 73. Downgrades everywhere except for discipline. Garrett Hampson goes up to a 73, contact v lefties, and vision, go up to a 73. Jed Lowry also goes up to a 73, plus 15 contact v lefties, and plus 7 discipline. Tim LaCastro goes down to a 72 now. The speedster gets a downgrade in contact and discipline. Donovan Solano also goes down, minus big downgrades in contact, minus 13 in righties and lefties, plus 7 power v lefties, and plus 5 discipline. Drop him down though to a 72. Matt Kemp goes up to a 72, upgrades in contact, power v lefties, and discipline. Very solid. And Rob Refschneider goes up to a 68, the former Yankee. Very nice though, very nice. So moving on to third base. Man, oh man, there's a lot to talk about here. Alex Bregman is an 83 overall gold. Downgrades in power v righties and lefties and contact v righties and lefties, plus 2 vision. He also has good stats still. So how did this happen? Guess his last 14 games weren't so good, I'm not too sure, but big downgrade there. Chris Bryant doesn't go up to diamond. No, he stays at a gold, 83. Plus 2 in contact v righties, plus 10 in power v lefties, and a minus 9 in discipline. Wow, he doesn't go up to diamond. Alright, that's a shocker, I guess. Eduardo Escobar goes up to gold, plus 7 in contact v lefties, plus 9 in power v lefties, minus 3 vision. He still makes the climb to gold nevertheless. Going on Gio Urshela, he's down to a silver now. Downgrades in power v righty and lefty, vision and discipline, and contact v righty downgrades. Move him down now to a silver. Evan Longoria looks like he's playing like his former self. Upgrades in contact and power v righties and lefties, minus 2 in vision, plus 8 in discipline. Push him up near gold now, getting up there. Page 2, Austin Riley. My favorite player in baseball when he was a bronze, but now he's a silver. But let's stop by his upgrades. Plus 5 in contact v righties, plus 6 in contact v lefties, plus 3 in power v righties, minus 7 power v lefties, and minus 2 discipline. Wow. Up to a 77 now. Great to see from him. Eugenio Suarez goes down to a 76. Downgrades in contact, upgrade in power v righties, but everywhere else gets downgrades. So now he's down to a 76. Kyle Seager also down to a 75. Downgrades everywhere. Wow. Big downgrades here for the third base on the second page. But Josh Fuentes goes up to silver on a position change. Plus 12 in contact v lefties, plus 15 discipline, and plus 3 in vision. Push him up to a 75. Miguel Andujar goes up to a 73. Upgrades in contact and power v righties, a downgrade in contact v lefties, vision, and discipline. Still very solid upgrade. And the rest are small upgrades. With Patrick Wisdom, a fellow player who's been talked about a lot recently, gets huge upgrades in his contact, power, vision, and discipline. Huge upgrades. As you can see, a lot of upgrades and downgrades for some no-name players. I mean, Hunter Dozier's nameable. Jake Lamb too from MLB The Show 17. Real ones know. He got upgrades in contact, power v righties, and discipline. Nice to see. Now moving on to shortstop. Carlos Correa gets a plus 2 in the gold upgrades. Upgrades in contact, power v righties, and lefties, and discipline all go up, pushing him near the diamond tier zone. Tatis stays in a 92. Brandon Crawford's now a gold, so plus 4 in contact and power v righties, plus 13 in power v lefties, and a plus 13 discipline pushed him up to gold level again. His fielding was more than enough to prove it. Now he continues to go up. Isaiah Kiner Falefa goes up to an 81 as well, plus 3 in the vision, minus 6 in discipline, but he's still going up even more. Page 2, Freddy Galvis goes up to a 78. Upgrades in contact and power v lefties, along with contact v righties and vision going down, but discipline goes up, but that pushes him up to a 78 luckily. He's doing very solid. Now Dansby Swanson, up to a 77. Upgrades in contact and power v lefties and vision, more are enough to carry him. Nick Ahmed now down to a 76. Downgrades everywhere except contact v lefties where he got an upgrade, so nice to see from Nick Ahmed. Aledmys Diaz goes up to a 76. Upgrades in contact and power v righties, so he's doing pretty well for himself, going up to a silver. JP Crawford also goes up to a silver. I've been rooting for this guy since he was a prospect, and now it's glad to see that he's at least not a bronze. Plus 19 in the contact v lefties and a minus 2 in discipline are more than enough to carry him up to that level. Culberson and Dames go down, getting downgrades and upgrades for the most part, but mostly downgrades to put him to 72. Page 3, Nico Goodrum goes down to 71, gets downgrades in contact and power v righties and contact v lefties, minus 6 vision, and Ehire Andrianza goes down to a 70. So moving on to left field, Juan Soto's back. He goes up to an 87, minus 8 in the contact v lefties, +8 in power v lefties, -2 in vision, and +5 in discipline. Carry him up to an 87 overall. Christian Yelich is now an 85, however. Not a great year. He got downgrades everywhere except for discipline, where he goes up +11, so now he's down to an 85 overall. Moving on to Jesse Winkler. He's up to an 82 now after his great month. Upgrades in contact and power v righties, -4 in contact v lefties, +2 in vision. Tyler O'Neill goes up to an 81. +13 in his contact v righties, +3 in power v righties, +4 in power v lefties. Downgrades in vision and discipline. However, keep him from going any higher, but he's still an 81, so that's impressive. Michael Brantley and Yordan Alvarez, both Astros, go down to 80 overall. He gets downgrades in contact v righties and power v righties and power v lefties. Brantley gets downgrades in contact and power v righties and lefties, -6 in discipline. Page 2, Mark Canha goes up to a 78 overall. +1 in contact v righties and power v righties, -3 in contact v righties. Andrew Benintendi goes up to a silver along with Austin Meadows. Upgrades in contact and power v righties and discipline. Benintendi gets the same upgrades, +3 in vision and -7 in discipline, pushes him up to a silver. Now moving on to Marcelo Zuma, gets the biggest downgrade of all. He hasn't really been in a good situation, but this is even worse. Downgrades in contact and power along with discipline push him down to a 75. Andrew McCutchen's also down to a 75, -18 in contact v righties, -3 in power v righties, but a +5 in power v lefties and -6 in vision. Justin Upton's back up to a silver. Upgrades in power v righties and lefties, +4 in contact v righties, +7 in discipline, push him up to a 75. Dominic Smith's now down to a bronze, +6 in contact v lefties, contact v righties, power v righties go down, -9 in vision, put him down to 74. Center field. Nothing too crazy really on this first page. 2 borderline golds now near diamond. Starling Marte gets upgrades in contact v lefties and power v righties, and a huge one in discipline. Ketel Marte goes up in contact, downgrades in vision and discipline, but an upgrade in power v lefties. Cedric Mullins goes up to a 78 overall. Big prediction I had there, and it paid off. He went up in contact and power v righties, but not lefties. +4 in discipline, pushed him up to a silver. Tyler Naquin, now up to 78. Upgrades in power, help that out. Brian Reynolds gets upgrades in contact v lefties and power v righties. I was keeping an eye on him, but I wasn't too sure if he was going to go up, but now he did. So that's good to see. Now he's +6 in discipline, which pushes him up to 78. Manuel Margot, he's up now, power v lefties, +2 vision, +2 contact v lefties, and -4 contact v righties. Kyle Lewis now down to 77. Former Rookie of the Year gets down in contact and power. Jonathan D. Daza goes up to a silver, gets upgrades in contact and discipline. Brett Phillips goes up to a 73, gets upgrades in contact and power v righties, downgrades in discipline, vision and contact v lefties, but he does get an upgrade in discipline. Jake Frowley, Steven Duggar, and Billy Hamilton all get solid upgrades in their bronze levels, respectively, putting him up to 73, 71, and 71. Moving on to right field now. Nelson Cruz gets a downgrade to an 81, downgrades in his power v righties and lefties, +3 in contact v lefties and +3 in discipline, but a -8 in contact v righties. He's down to an 81. Kyle Tucker's up to an 81. Upgrades in contact, power v lefties and vision, but downgrade in power v righties. Adolis Garcia continues to climb, getting 2 +3s, so that's pretty cool. Randall Grichuk, we predicted he would go up, and he did. He went up just enough to reach the gold level, and there he is, +3 in contact v righties, +3 in power v righties, push him up. Hunter Renfroe now near gold level. Upgrades in contact, -4 power v righties, but a +3 in vision, get him near that level. Will Myers down to a silver, biggest downgrade here, contact v lefties and power v lefties go down. Vasil Garcia goes up in his power, enough to put him up to a 79 overall, so clearly he's upped it on the power. Harold Ramirez goes up to a 74, gets upgrades in power v lefties and vision. Slater and Stewart all go up +1. Slater getting +13 in power v lefties, and DJ Stewart going up in contact v lefties and power v righties, so that's going to give him a solid upgrade there. Moving on to the next page, Stephen Piscotty goes down to a 71, downgrades in power, contact v righties, but an upgrade in contact v lefties and vision. Still, he's down to a 71. Jorge Soler also down to a 71. Contact downgrades are everywhere. Power v lefties go down, vision goes down, and discipline go down. Alex Kirilloff, the twin who's showing off really well, he's up to a 70 overall now, +6 in contact v lefties, so he's making that climb up to silver. Trevor Larnach, a fellow Twin, also goes up to a 66 overall. Upgrades in contact, power V right, lefties, but a downgrade in vision, but an upgrade in discipline. So that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that pretty quick roster update recap. Not really, but you know, it's something. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, join my socials. Tell me what you guys thought of this roster update, and if you made any profit on it. I'll see you guys later in the next video stream. Take care, everyone. Peace!